He didn't skip the queue. Scores of other leaders did. Instead, the deputy president joined the long queue and waited for a little over half an hour to cast his vote. Earlier, former Ghanaian President John Kufuor pitched up. He is the head of the Observer's mission.
From what we've seen so far, we've driven past a few stations,
yes,
and going by the calmness and orderliness of queues, and even the deputy president is in queue and I see he's not trying to jump. If that's the way things are going to go around the country, then this should be a very remarkable exercise that should reflect the maturation of democracy.
Motlanthe then made his mark. He is set to retire from active politics. Motlanthe declined a nomination to return to parliament as an ANC MP. He will possibly head up the ANC's political school. The SABC asked him what should be prioritized by the incoming administration.
I'm optimistic that we'll get to a point where our country would be governed efficiently with accountability and transparency, because that's what, you know, the Constitution enjoins us to do.
The Deputy President is tying the knot this weekend. Congratulations on your wedding, Deputy President, coming up.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Now you want to share the good news with us?
Thank you very much for that, yeah.
Deputy President Motlanthe voted here for the very last time as the country's second in charge. First-time voters were in the same queue as the Deputy President were beside themselves with excitement.
Well, being a first-time voter, it's very exciting because I believe every vote counts, and voting with the same place as the Deputy President is quite cool.
As a first-time voter, I was very excited to vote, and what's going to make it memorable for me is the fact that the Vice President Motlanthe was here. So it was a privilege for me to have been in the same space as him.
I'm quite excited, you know, it's the first time I get to take part in the democratic process. As I said, you know, it's a participative process, and I'm really excited because this is me making my voice heard. And voting in the same station as the Deputy President, it was exciting, you know, you just see me like, oh my gosh, that's Motlanthe. You're like, hi. So it was really exciting.
No, it was very fun taking part once again in the voting for the first time, actually being serious about it and so forth. And the Deputy President he's a cool guy, you know, and he gave a lecture at the university last month, so that's actually refreshing seeing him again with the average people. So that was nice.
Being a first-time voter was a bit nerve-wracking in the sense that I felt like my vote is very important in this specific election because the voter roll has increased, and I feel like the youth participation in the democratic process is very vital for us to safeguard our democracy. The situation here at Colburn is very nice in the sense that my misconception of that long queue 1994 situation was not here. It was just a short queue with civilized people, all of us conversing, the deputy amongst us. He refused preferential treatment, showing us that he's amongst us. He feels us as the people. He connects with us. And I was very humbled by that.
I was very excited to come here, and as I was going to vote, seeing my fellow friends come in to vote with me, and seeing the Deputy President was just awesome because I was actually at another voting station earlier on in the morning and the line was a bit longer, so I registered here. I decided to rather come here.
Yoli Sanjamela, SABC News, Pretoria.